very good evening. Welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Ashingsani Veerasinghe. Let's have a look at the headlines for today. Central Bank Governor Professor W.D. Lakshman underscores the value of digitalization in assisting to have inclusive growth policies. New passenger boat service from Vallavatta to Battaramulla launched today. News in detail. Central Bank Governor Professor W.D. Lakshman highlights that digitalization eases entry barriers to market and massively assists in having inclusive growth policies. Central Bank Governor Professor Lakshman made this observation at the launch event of 2020, the Year of Digital Transactions program held at the Central Bank premises today.
The launch of 2020 as the Year of Digital Transactions indicates the acceptance of the digital transactions as a means of transforming Sri Lanka's financial sector, leading to greater financial inclusion and paving the way for enhanced economic growth. The Central Bank of Sri Lanka, being the financial sector regulator, aims to balance opportunities new technology opens up against challenges such technology poses. A number of initiatives the central bank has taken to ensure financial system stability would encourage digital innovations in close collaboration with the banking and fintech industry. As the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, our priority is the national economy as a whole, maintaining its stability and promoting its growth and development. Digitalization has given regulators many opportunities to achieve their objectives. We have seen how digitalization has eased entry barriers to markets, corrected information anomalies, and encouraged inclusive growth policies.
Over the past few months, Sri Lanka has been expediting the passenger boat service in the country, finding a solution to ease the traffic congestion and attract tourists. Thus, the latest initiative of this mechanism, the launching of the passenger boat service from Vallavatta to Battaramulla, was kicked off today morning. Accordingly, new passenger boat service from Vallavatta to Battaramulla commenced operations today morning. Meanwhile, Chairman of Sri Lanka Land Development Corporation, retired Major General M.R.W. De Souza, added that boats will run from both locations at 30-minute intervals. One passenger boat can carry 16 persons. Meanwhile, Secretary to Urban Development, Water Supplies and Housing Facilities Ministry, Dr. Priyas Bandhu Wickrama, expressed his views to the media at the event.
Around 7.5 kilometer long stretch will be there, and there will be 4 boats initially, and we'll increase it up to 10 boats gradually. The cost of this total run will be around 60 rupees per person and will take about 30 minutes, and that will ease the congestion along the roads. So in addition to that, there will be parking slots along the city to reduce parking, and parking has created a lot of traffic congestions along the main city area. So if we can do that all together within next 1 year, we might be able to reduce the time at least by 15 to 20%.
The Court of Appeal today appointed a trial at bar to hear the writ application filed by the former Finance Minister Ravi Karunanaike and 3 others in relation to the alleged central bank bond scam. The anticipatory bail application filed by the lawyers representing former Minister Ravi Karunanaike to prevent his arrest over the central bank treasury bond scam was fixed for support today by the Court of Appeal. The writ application requested the appeals court to deliver an order cancelling the directives given by the Attorney General to the Acting Inspector General of Police, asking him to obtain an arrest warrant against the former minister. The Attorney General, Director of the Criminal Investigation Department, Acting Inspector General of Police and several others were named as the respondents of this writ application. On March 6, the Colombo Fort Magistrates Court issued warrants for the arrest of Ravi Karunanaike and 9 others over the central bank bond auctions of March 2016, including former Governor of the Central Bank Arjuna Mahindran, Perpetual Treasuries Limited owner Arjuna Aloysius, CEO Kasun Palisena, former Director of the Public Debt Department of the Central Bank THB Sarachandra, and several others. Meanwhile, a 3-judge bench was appointed by the Court of Appeal today to hear the writ applications filed by the former MP Ravi Karunanaike and 3 others seeking an order preventing their arrests. Tradings at the Colombo stock market recovered after opening this morning, with the benchmark all-share price index gaining 1.3% in the first half an hour of trading. Trading at the CSE halted temporarily yesterday as the market plunged 5% soon after opening, following turmoil in global markets and the political behaviors of the country. Regular trading at the CSE was temporarily halted for 30 minutes from 9:42 a.m. to 10:12 a.m. as S&P SL 20 index dropped by 5% during the trading session. When regular trading at the CSE recommenced at 10:12 a.m., the all-share price index was down by 188.34 points, while the S&P SL 20 index indicated a fall of 122.97 points. Brokers said that it was a decline of 3.52% and 4.96% respectively in comparison to the last trading day. Brokers also added that from January 1st to date, the market was down 1,035 points or 16%. However, the situation was satisfactory this morning, and another broker added that the low prices are bringing in some buying interest. ASPI gained 65.44 points to 5,187.35, and the S&P SL 20 index of most liquid stocks up 2.05% or 48.46 points to 2,410.21 within an hour of trade. Market turnover was 72.9 million rupees, while 80 stocks profited and 20 fell. Sri Lanka Telecom stocks went up by 2 rupees and 60 cents to 26 rupees and 90 cents a share. Hatton National Bank stocks gained 5 rupees and 90 cents to 134 rupees and 90 cents a share. And Melsa Corp stocks went up by 4 rupees and 10 cents to 34 rupees a share in the trading of the morning session. Stay tuned for more news after this short break. Welcome back after the break. Former Finance Minister Mangala Samaravira stresses that Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa, who is also the Minister of Finance, has the responsibility to release to the public a pre-election budgetary position report, including information on the fiscal position of the country soon. Issuing a statement, former Finance Minister Mangala Samaravira notes that the Fiscal Management Responsibility Act No. 3 of 2003 warrants the Secretary to Treasury to publish a pre-election budgetary position report containing details of government revenue and expenditure, details of government borrowings within 3 weeks of the proclamation on the holding of parliamentary general election. Since the Parliament was dissolved on March 2nd, the report should be released to the public before this March 23rd. Samaravira highlights that voters who will be casting their vote on April 25th is choosing the next 225 parliamentarians have the right to know the state of the country's finances and debt when they make their choices. He also mentions that the pre-election budgetary position report should contain the estimates of revenue and expenditure, estimates of the government borrowings, the economic and other assumptions that have been used in preparing such estimates, a statement of the risks, quantified where practicable, that may have material effect on the fiscal position, such as contingent liabilities, including guarantees and indemnities given by the government under any act. He further specifies that the publicly announced proposals for spending by the government that have not been included in the estimates, ongoing government negotiations and other information that may be necessary to reflect the financial position of the government as at the date of the said report should be clearly mentioned in the report. Levelling a severe criticism on the government, former Finance Minister Samaravira reiterates that changes in the tax system have been implemented without the Parliament's approval, and in such a situation it is imperative that the Treasury Secretary ensures timely publication of the pre-election budgetary position report. In an effort to give a fresh impetus to the tourism industry impacted by the COVID-19 issue and the April 21st attacks, the Ministry of Tourism plans a new 5-year new global communication campaign. The ministry announces that it also has plans to come up with new strategies and campaigns, especially in targeted audiences around the globe. Accordingly, the Ministry of Tourism will initially introduce a new 5-year new global communication campaign across 8 target markets. Other than that, they have also planned to seek the cabinet approval to declare the year 2022 as the year of Visit Sri Lanka. Tourism Minister Prasanna Ranatunga said that the campaign will be executed with only the funds of Sri Lanka Tourism Promotion Bureau without seeking additional funds from the consolidated fund. He assured to make use of 2.5 billion rupees deposit of Tourism Promotion Bureau fund to supplement the budget required to run the global communication campaign. Minister Ranatunga also said that they expect a total budget of 190 million rupees for the 5-year campaign. The ministry officials said that the last integrated campaign of Sri Lanka tourism was carried out during 2008-2009, and via such a promotional campaign they expect an income of around $10 billion with an arrival figure of 6 million tourists. The official also added that the 5-year plan will also include a mega public relations campaign at a cost of almost $3 million. Other than that, the ministry also seeks cabinet approval to appoint 8 destination representation companies covering the United Kingdom, Germany, France, India, China, Australia, Russia and Gulf Cooperation Council, which includes Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, UAE and Oman, with an investment of $9 million for related activities over a period of 5 years. It also seeks cabinet approval to appoint 8 PR companies for source markets including the US, Spain, Italy, Scandinavian, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Finland, Japan, Korea, Poland and Netherlands with a cost of $6 million for related activities for 4 years. A civil society organization, Child Protection Force, stresses that delays in the justice system and insensitivity of the subjects of the justice system are some of the key issues which hinder the child rights protection procedure. Founder of the organization, Milani Salpiti-Korala, made this observation yesterday during the launch of the Child Protection Trooper initiative of Child Protection Force, created to educate and create awareness on how organizations and individuals can champion the safety of children.
Delays in the justice system, like when it takes 1 month to get the case brief, and then 3 months for the case to be called again, 3 months for a probation report to come again, 3 months for something else. Insensitivity of the actors within the justice system where the child is subject to secondary victimization. We see this all over with the actors within the justice system, even the police department, the probation officers, where a lot of injustices happen to the children.
Stay tuned for stock updates after this short break. Welcome back after the break. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a positive note today. The all-share price index gained 82.61 points to close at 5,204.52, and the S&P SL 20 gained 44.05 points to close at 2,405.8. The turnover was 428 million rupees and over 29 million shares were traded. Up next are Forex rates. With that, we will wrap up today's news. Log into our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel to be alert on the latest updates. Join us tomorrow with State of Business at the same time. Until then, take care. Goodbye.